stick. You can cut it with a knife. The Senators win the opening face-off, and we are underway with this one. Shot! Gives up the body for the block. Here he is with the backhander. He gets a piece of it with his...
He's dialed in and he recognizes where he has to be at the right time.
And a great save! Takes control of the puck. Here we go. They're dropping the gloves. You knew this was going to come after they hit their star player.
Well, if you're going to touch the star players, you're going to have to answer the call. They certainly don't want their top players in a fight. So here they come, the enforcer. The Senators have gained some momentum from that fight. It's all them as they win that one.
Both teams had a chance for a little reset as they step in for the face-off. And a solid job tying up his opponent. Huberdeau's going to play against the half wall. The Senators scoop it up along the boards.
Well, after that bone-crushing hit, he is really laboring. You can tell that he was slow to get up, and now he's struggling to get to the bench.
Loses his check. He's on breakaway. And he walks it away with the stick.
Man, he was right on that puck. He knew exactly where it was. It was tight to the crease. He got it and challenged right away to make the save.
Shabbat's taking it from his own end. The Flames get a hold of the puck along the boards. Scooped up along the wall by Giroux. Hammers it on net. In front and a stoppage on the play. Things up.
Huberdeau's just trying to get back on his feet here. I mean, that was a top hit right through the body. I'm sure he's still feeling the effects of that one.
Plenty of playing time left in this frame. We've still got zeros on the board. The Senators win the draw. Calgary's got the puck. Moves it to Zary. And they'll dump it in. Knocks the puck loose after a solid hit. Takes the feed in the middle of the neutral zone. Sits by the chip. Glove save. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here.
Giroux's been struggling to find offense, and you can certainly feel it in his play. You know, just look at his habits. He's holding on to the puck a little too long, not taking the shot when he has it. You can sense the frustration during this pointless streak.
Delayed penalty coming up here. Here's a chance. Walker side save. There's the whistle, and here's the call. The Senators will have to kill off 2 minutes here, charging the call.
That's not a difficult one for the official. He was in full stride when he hit his opponent. That's charging.
The first penalty kill of the night for this team, and they won't let that knock their confidence. We know their penalty kill unit is ranked toward the bottom of the league. It's something they've been actively working on to improve. So let's see if any of their improvements show up tonight.
Gaining momentum in the offensive end. There's a shot. Oh, what a save in front.
Well, you know he's got the skill set to be able to maintain possession of this puck, but how about the determination, have his eyes on the prize the whole time, and to get out of the coverage to be able to get a shot on net. That's courage, and that certainly is a will to take it to the net.
Puts it on goal, and that's blocked. Some collision in the open ice, and they get the puck out of harm's way.
The cliche in hockey is you want to start the game hard and physical and really set the tone, and that's what he was doing right there.
Great pass from the left wing up the middle now. Oh, making his presence felt with the hit. That knocks him off the puck. Calgary's got a hold of it against the wall. Puck picked up by Sanderson. And they get the puck out of the defensive end. Play whistle dead, penalty coming up. Cousins is, you got to sense this was coming.
That's a dangerous play, James, and you can't have any of that in the game, in particular when you're the one who's just received it. You got a player down, he's injured. pushed around on their team, and it's tough to watch someone get injured on a play, but stepping in, having the courage to do it and stand up for your teammate, I think the entire bench likes that.
Puck is dropped and we are back underway. And they get the puck out. Grabs the puck and moves on out here with this man advantage. Clement's penalty has expired and he'll join the penalty kill as they remain shorthanded. Puck slid down the ice. Taken by Merrill. Jensen stick handling in his own zone. And that's broken out. Here's a chance, sends it in front. And that goes off a stick. Just gets enough to keep it out.
You know the goalie's dialed in when he redirects the puck to the corner.
They clear the zone. Takes the feed up ahead.
Padres really hearing it from the home crowd right now. They didn't like that play earlier that injured their player, and they're going to let him know it all night long. Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge change. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one. Huberdeau's not going to be able to return to this game here, James. We just got updated that the injury he suffered earlier is going to keep him out.
Unfortunate break there for them, and they'll have to push on through for the rest of this one. Block shot!
Well, if you want to be on the PK, James, you have to know how to get in front of shots, and he does exactly that, taking away the threat.
Fires it on net! And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Batterson's gliding in for the face-off as this penalty kill will continue. Calgary's got a hold of the puck. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Sends the puck across. And he had an answer with that save. Dishes it off. Denied by the goaltender. Couldn't catch up to that pass. Ottawa's got it in their own zone. Tries to clear. Gets it out of his own end. Solid hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick. Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps him at bay.
Pospisil's made an incredible play there, James. He stumbles in front of the net, but finds the puck and could have lost it, but manages to stay with it enough to get a shot off. Wolf's found his rhythm here, James, looking real nice in his crease, the way he's moving, taking away a huge opportunity for his opponent with that high-danger save.
They'll get set to drop the puck as this power play continues. Ottawa's won the faceoff. Here's a blast. Turns aside the slap shot. Wow. And he passes it up ahead to Farabee. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Oh, a clutch save.
Padres back on the ice after serving a 5-minute major for fighting, and he had an opportunity to rest and relax in the box. And sometimes fighting can take a lot out of you. He steps on the ice and gets a great scoring chance. His time is better served on the ice.
They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession. And they get that puck down the ice. The Flames gain possession. Here they come. Fires it! Scores! They convert on the power play and get it done.
And it's so important when you're on the power play to have precise execution of your passes, and you're able to move the coverage. That's exactly what they did, and they're able to convert.
Calgary's finally lit the lamp for the first time in this one as we just passed the midway mark of the first.
And this is really important to open the game up. It's also important for the coach to utilize their bench. Everyone wants in the game. They want to contribute. You can see that goal. Everyone's standing up on edge, tapping their sticks. They know that they've got the life now. They know they've got the momentum. Now they got to do something with it.
Big hit along the boards, and those walls are rattling.
When you're along the wall, you got to have your head up. You better be good in small spaces, and you can't get out of the way of this thunderous hit, though, because it was lined up perfectly here, James. He knew exactly what he was going to do, and he finished right through the wall.
And tapped that one out of the net. And they'll be forced to regroup as the puck escapes the offensive end. Pass across to Giroux. Oh, that sounded like a car crash. Nice feed from the left side up the middle. Quick feed to Weegar. That's a solid chip on the play. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Winding down the final minute of this opening frame. Angles it over to Zary. Oh, what a violent collision there.
He just got railroaded. Close space so fast and just taken down. Zary's twig snaps in two, and he gets back to the bench to get a new one and back into the play.
And that'll put a bow on the first 20 minutes of action here tonight. We've got lots more still to come. Second period is just around the corner.
Coronado is going to be out for the remainder of the game here, James, and that's tough news to hear. I mean, earlier in this game, he was injured, but the likelihood of him returning is nil now.
And he's such a critical piece, both within the room and on the ice. Hopefully he'll be okay, and this is just short term. Puck grab by Farabee. Sends it in on the attack. Penalty coming up. And there's another penalty call against the home team. These fans are frustrated. Cheryl, I think these calls are legit. I just think that the fans are wondering, what about the other side here?
Well, yeah, they got to be expecting to get one soon here, as it is one-sided. And it's so hard for a team to get into the game when there's no flow because you keep creating yourself in the box.
And manages to clear the zone. Looking to break out here on the power play. And now it's over to Coleman. Big hit, and that frees up possession. Big time stop there. Here's a shot. There's back-to-back saves.
Oh, man, he's so dialed in, makes consecutive saves there and keeps his team in it.
Can hang on to the puck after taking a knock. Picked up along the boards by Eller. Stopped by the goaltender. Takes the pass as he banks it off the wall. There's another hit, and you get a sense that this was a game plan to go after him tonight here, Cheryl.
Well, he certainly has a bullseye or target on his back, James.
Oh, did he drop a thunderous hit there? And makes the save. On the attack, they come down the right wing. Got to give the penalty killers a lot of credit as the penalty expires.
Well, the only good thing about that power play unit was they got in zone and got set up. But you can have all the possession time in the world, but if it doesn't generate opportunity, it means nothing.
And there's the whistle icing the call.
I love that he's controlling what he can control right here, and for him, that's imposing his physical will, and he really wants to rally the troops. He knows they're trailing, but it's a spark, right? It's all about the spark and what comes next.
We're still in the early stages of this period. The Flames lead it 1-0. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Oh, and he lays out to block that, and that alerts some respect amongst his peers. Takes a feed at the point. The home team is really under siege here in their own end. Fires it into the offensive zone. Taken along the wall by Sanderson. Oh, out of nowhere, he steals that one.
Well, there's an intangible to being a competitor, and that's a score.
Well, he's on the board.
It's always a good feeling when you get your first under your belt, James, but it's always about setting the tone at the beginning of the season, setting yourself up for success. Oh, James, you knew his teammates were looking to feed him. He was set up. He was chomping at the bit. Well, he got the delivery, and he converted on it.
They haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. Quick pass to Fogle. He scores! New team extra pep in their step here in the second period and have taken a 1-goal lead as a result.
Well, they break the deadlock, and that's huge. Now you're playing in front, but I think this face-off and the shift that ensues is critical, James. Now you got your opponent right where you want him. You're back on their heels. Take advantage and try and get another one.
Moves the puck inside the offensive zone. Turned aside with the glove by Wolf. Ottawa's done a nice job of generating pucks on net, and as a result, they lead here in the second. The Flames take possession off the faceoff. The Senators take over on possession. Coughs it up on the play. The Senators take possession here in the open ice. Passes it over. With authority. Great use of the stick here at center ice. Right up Main Street and on the attack. Puts it on net. Comes up with the stop.
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you, and he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
Past the halfway mark of this period, it's 2-1. Oh, and he tracks it perfectly in the offensive end. Great reflex on display tonight on his part.
Wolf's been dominating the crease tonight. He's turned away a lot of high-danger shots, and he's really found a way to build some momentum for his team, give him a real opportunity to win.
Puck hops out of the offensive zone. They'll be forced to do it over from center. And they're going to go. And on that note, it's hammer time. Crowd on its feet after watching that one.
You should do the count. It's over.
It's over.
Both benches showing respect for each of their players that are heading over to the penalty box. That was a tough one. It's purely exhausting to be in a fight like this, and they're just corralling their stuff and getting back to the box.
Moves the puck to Frost. Calgary's got it across the line. Picked up along the wall by Weegar. Through the neutral zone, up along the wing. Takes the shot. What a blocker. Stop at point-blank range by Wolf.
Does a great job with some great pushes to get to the top of his crease and make the save from a high-danger area.
Denied by the goaltender. Good stand-up hit. Here's a chance on the attack. Oh, he missed the net. What a chance there.
Oh, James, when you're in the funnel and you've got that great scoring chance, you got to execute. You can't miss from that area.
And he slides it quickly to Perron. On the attack along the boards. And that one's denied.
I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional. Certainly trying to really drive that bunt and separate the player from puck.
The Senators have been the better team through the better part of 2 periods now as they lead it late in this second. Calgary's won the defensive zone draw. Puts him right into the wall.
Wow, this is great. He closes quickly, and you can hear the boards reverberate, James. This was a huge hit.
Oh, and he had the answer on that one. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. Here in the late goings of the period, the Senators are clinging to a 2-1 lead. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Wolf's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. Centers glide into the dots. We're ready to get things back going again. The Flames start with the puck on the road end. Oh, and there's a big-time hit.
That's a massive and timely hit there, James. Saw his opponent with the head down, lined up perfectly, and threw it. Just love the physicality and the intensity of this play.
Picked off by Merrill. Makes his presence known on the ice. And offside, we'll get a reset here.
Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. I mean, that's just an explosive hit, gets the job done.
Well, 2 periods down and 1 more still to come. Third period action right after we get a clean sheet of ice. Welcome back, everybody. You know you weren't going to miss this third period. Sabalski, Pounder ready to bring you the action. All right, buckle up, everybody. Period number 3 is now underway. Cheryl, 40 minutes in the books now played. How do you view this one?
The Flames need to limit the turnovers if they're going to get back in this game, James. They're down after 2 periods because they haven't been able to manage the puck. They've been back on their heels, and they're forcing plays all over the ice.
Monster blocker stopped by Wolf. And that pass attempt is deflected. Steps in all of that. Grabbed along the boards by Batterson. Steps into the offensive end. He to the middle. And he elects not to shoot. He'll hang on to the puck. Centerman's exploring options with the puck. Moves into the slot. Oh, and it stays out. He got a piece of that one.
What a fantastic save from a high-danger scoring area, James. And I mean, he's bailing his team out. They have to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice.
Good fight for the puck along the boards. Oh, he absolutely crushed him in the corner. The Flames have it against the wall. Shakes off the coverage. They put the puck into the offensive end. Good, solid check, and he loses control of it. Scooped up along the wall by Merrill. Makes a save.
Well, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Nearing the midway mark of the period. We've got a 2-1 game. The Flames win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Oh, that's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's grade A scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it. Wolf's been fantastic in this game. It's the timely big save, and he's a real difference maker, not just between the pipes, but also the message it sends to the entire team. Just a calm, right? Anytime you're defending, you find a way to make that save, and now all of a sudden you're moving the puck north. I think you play differently when you have a guy in the net who's making those kind of saves.
Shuts him down. Good hit on the play. They've got numbers. Here's a chance. Wolf's going to pounce on the puck to get a whistle here, and there's a strategy to this one.
It is, and it's a good strategy. Listen, they've been outplayed, and he's been phenomenal in the net, and every play matters, and the right one right now is to pounce on this puck, get the whistle, and reset the tone in your own zone.
And he lowers the boom.
That's a huge hit. It's a message sending, James. I mean, you want your opponent to hear footsteps, right? Be looking on either side and making sure that you're wearing them down. He does exactly that with that huge hit.
The Senators have been the aggressor offensively tonight as they continue to lead in the third. Eller's got it, and they'll go on the attack here in the offensive zone. And he loses control here.
It's these types of games where you kind of shake your head and say, is there ever going to be a goal? And you get endless opportunities around the net and you can't finish. Often the stick gets a little bit tighter as you want that one so bad you can almost taste it, and it's not just going in.
And a great save! And the puck leaves the zone. And now he tries to get it across to Coleman. Oh, that's a rattler. Did you hear those boards rattle? Answered the call on that play.
This is just great puck control to put the puck to the corner. No second shot opportunity.
Strong use of the body. Shot! Fantastic save! Calgary's got the puck. Slides the puck over. Page is coming up front as they send the puck in. Tries to feed it over to Kirkland. Picked off on the offensive end.
Ottawa's been working hard away from the puck, and they're using their awareness to take away angles and seams, and this is something they're doing with their stick positioning. Coach talked about it pregame, how important it was going to be.
Huge hit against the glass.
I love the physicality in this game, but now there's going to be a stoppage in play, James, as that glass, it is broken.
The Senators haven't stopped putting pucks on net, and they lead it. Late in the third. Moves it quickly over to Anderson. And he sacrifices his body to block the shot. Knocked away.
This is my kind of play, James. You got to get in the shot lane and play the... Oh, well, there's going to be a call on that one, James.
And the puck leaves the offensive zone. They'll be forced to tag up. The Flames moving ahead. And they're going to fight.
Well, they've been going at it all game long here, James. This was just a matter of time.
Sanderson's going off for 2 minutes here, boarding the call.
Well, everyone has a job and a role to do, and guess what? It's about PK execution right now. They have the 1-goal lead. Now they're protecting it.
Well, Cheryl, fighting's not for everybody, but you know what I don't see right now? I don't see anybody sitting.
Yeah, both benches, right? Standing upright. You know, the stick taps are coming later. You always look at athletes that drop the mitts, defending themselves and their teammates, and you look at them and say, yeah, you got our back.
The Flames will go to work here in the offensive zone. Big time stop there. And they send it down the ice. Taken along the wall by Anderson. Now he slides it up to Kadri. Puck scooped up by Backlund. Oh, how about that stepping up?
Get out the ice packs. Hey, James, that's what you got to do if you want to compete for a PK spot. He does exactly that, and he takes away the shot threat.
Good stand-up hit on the play. Here's a shot, and there's a blocker stop by Wolf. Here's a short pass to Barabee. Busted stick on the play. These equipment managers got big budgets now there, Cheryl.
Well, they got big budgets, but it doesn't seem like they last, does it, James? I mean, look at that one. It just ricochets and snaps him, too.
Crazy. Moves it to Barabee. Inside of the last minute here in this third. And they get some breathing room as the puck leaves the defensive end. Calgary's got a hold of it along the wall.
Sanderson's almost back on the ice.
Eller's moving the puck through his own zone. Ottawa's back to even strength. Huge effort by their penalty-killing unit.
Well, that's a missed opportunity, James. An opportunity to get the equalizer on the power play. Now down by 1 at even strength. They're going to have to find a way to muster up some energy. That one was deflating.
Backlund's won the draw here in the neutral zone. It's a straight-up race for the puck. Dishes it to Anderson. Inside the offensive and now down the left.
Didn't mean to step on you like that, James, but looked at that hit and it just took me off guard.
Chance at an empty netter here. Blocked in front. Slides it diagonally to Pospisil. And now he moves it to Zary. Takes the feed. With the stop. Gets the puck over to Kachuk. And we are all over with this one. Well, here was a game that went back and forth. And you know, when you're winning, you find ways to win these types of games. But when you're losing, the streak continues here, Pounder.
Yeah, it really does. And for the coaching staff, they're going to go into the room and they're going to try and draw some positives from it. But I'm telling you, the team doesn't want to hear it because at the end of the day, it's still a loss.